Once again, you all welcome in my YouTube channel Ancient Things. So in this video, I will talk about life of Rani Durgavati, Queen of Gondwana. Rani Durgavati was born on 5th October 1524 at Mahoba. Her father was the king of Mahoba. Rani Durgavati was a beautiful, well-behaved, polite, courageous and intelligent girl. Right from her childhood, she liked listening to stories of bravery and valor. Along with studies, she also learned how to ride a horse and wield a sword. She was fond of gaming and would often accompany her father on hunts. She also helped her father in the matters of state. Durgavati was married to Dalpati Shah, the king of Gondwana. Meanwhile, her father met his death and the Mughal emperor Akbar conquered Mahoba and Kalinjar. After a year of her marriage, Rani Durgavati gave birth to a son who was named Veer Narayan. When Veer Narayan was only 3 years old, his father Dalpati Shah died. Shaken to her core by this tragedy, Rani Durgavati handled herself with great courage and composure. After the death of Dalpati Shah, his son Veer Narayan sat on the throne. Rani Durgavati became her protector and started looking after the administration of the state. She was constantly alert about the welfare of the people. On the council and with the help of a cunning and intelligent minister, Adhar Singh, Rani Durgavati succeeded in increasing the boundaries of the state. Along with vast state, she also created a well-armed and permanent force, and with her bravery, kind-heartedness and intelligence established political stability. Gondwana state began to be counted amongst the powerful and prosperous states of the country. Rani Durgavati's fame spread across the land. Stories of her ability and bravery fell on Akbar's ears. His counselors advised him to bring the state of Gondwana under his thumb. Akbar ordered his Sardar Asaf Khan to launch an attack on the Garmandal of Gondwana. Asaf Khan thought that Rani Durgavati was a female and will soon bend her knees before the might of the Emperor Akbar. But Rani Durgavati was confident of her ability, resources and military power, that she was fearless of any and everybody. The minister in her court warned her about the huge army and heavy weaponry of Asaf Khan and advised her not to fight against him, but the queen said, "It is better to die a glorious death than live a tainted life." She dressed as a male warrior and rode her horse into the battle. Asaf Khan lost his bearings when he saw her dressed as a warrior. Her own army started fighting with doubled courage. The queen also spared no one. Very soon the enemy soldiers started fleeing the battleground. Asaf Khan could barely save his own life. Akbar was ashamed by Asaf Khan's defeat. After about a year and a half, he once again sent Asaf Khan to avenge his shame. A fierce battle between Asaf Khan and Rani Durgavati ensued, with the queen not letting even the cannons daunt her. Rani was riding an elephant and leading her army. She severed the head of the Mughal cannon operators. At this, Asaf Khan's army once again retreated. Rani Durgavati was celebrating her victory in the capital when one of her own Sardar turned traitor and spied all secrets of the Garmandal in front of Asaf Khan. To avenge his defeat, Asaf Khan attacked for the third time. Rani sent forward her forces under the command of her son, and she herself shouldered the command of another unit. The enemy once again was on the back foot, but suddenly the queen notices that her injured son was lying on the ground in the middle of the battlefield. Yet she did not lose her composure. Several soldiers of the army brought the injured Veer Narayan to a safe place and requested the Rani to come and visit her son for the last time. The queen replied, "This is not the time to visit my son. I am happy that he has embraced death on a battlefield fighting." The queen continued to fight with courage and valor. When an arrow hit her eye and a second her neck, she realized that her death was near. Determined not to be taken prisoner, the queen drove her own sword into her chest and sacrificed her life. She died on 24 June 1564. Rani Durgavati worked as a protector for about 16 years in the history of India. Rani Durgavati and Chand Bibi were the only courageous ladies who put up resistance in front of the mighty Akbar and stopped him from expanding his kingdom. Rani Durgavati had many qualities. Besides being courageous and brave, she was also an epitome of selflessness and affection. Even though belonging to a royal family, she lived a simple life. After dealing with the administration of the state, she would spend her time in prayers and religious functions. The place where she sacrificed herself has always been a source of inspiration for freedom fighters. In the year 1983, the government of Madhya Pradesh renamed the University of Jabalpur as Rani Durgavati Vishwavidyalaya in her memory. Government of India paid its tribute to the valiant Rani by issuing a postal stamp commemorating her martyrdom on 24th June 1988. So by this video, your little bit knowledge perhaps increased. If you want to increase your knowledge more and more, then please subscribe this channel and share it and like it. Thank you very much.